Thanks for having
You
me.
saw the story in the Washington Post that Chinese hackers have gone through all these plans that the U.S. spent maybe trillions of dollars on to develop some of the most sophisticated weapons, and they stole it. How significant, how serious is this problem?
Well, it's tremendously serious, and this is something the intelligence committees have seen for a while. Our intelligence community has been trying to get ahead of for a while. But the viciousness and the volume of attacks, not only by the Chinese, but Russians and others, trying to get the blueprints of our most sensitive material is just breathtaking, and they're getting better. So their capability for getting into systems and getting that kind of information, it's not just the government networks, Wolf, they're also doing the supply chain. Anybody that's connected to any of our defense industry is really vulnerable to this type of attack.
Can you confirm that just to the Washington Post story, that it was Chinese military hackers, if you will, that stole all this material?
I can't confirm what they've gotten, but I can tell you that it was the Chinese military. And they have been aggressively pursuing it. And I will tell you this, and for folks at home, well, what does this mean to me? We, in some cases, have to go back for any material that may have been stolen, as you can imagine, and redesign it. It costs more money. It costs billions and billions of dollars extra to try to make sure that we're staying ahead of our adversaries with technology. When they steal it, they leap ahead. That means we have to invest more and change that technology. It is a serious problem.
In the real world, though, you can't blame the Chinese for trying to steal it. You can't blame the Russians or others for trying to steal this kind of stuff. But you can blame the U.S. national security infrastructure, if you will, if it can't protect this kind of information.
Well, here's something to think about. So about 10% of the networks are government networks. And so we ask our intelligence agencies to go overseas and find out what the bad guys are up to. They bring information back and do a pretty good job about protecting government networks. It's that 90%. There's a common myth that the government or the NSA, the National Security Agency, CIA, others, are monitoring that private network. They're not. And so what happens is,
well, they should be. I mean, if you have these private defense contractors and their security is not good and they're getting access to all this sensitive material and Chinese hackers are stealing it from one of these big defense contractors, that's a major problem.
Well, it's a huge problem. We think we have a separate answer by just allowing the government to share malicious source code with the private sector and the private sector to share back. That should happen. Hasn't yet. Takes a law.
Why hasn't it happened?
Well, it passed the House. We're awaiting action in the Senate. I think we're going to get a bill this year, a bipartisan bill, sponsored by myself and my ranking member, Dutch Ruppersberger, that will pass in some form this year. I think that will happen. But remember, you don't want your government monitoring the 90% of those private sector networks. I think this is a uniquely American problem, but we have to have a uniquely American solution. I think we have that, and part of that is making all of the supply chain, everybody from that makes the screws for a particular weapon system that put it together in its final form, and some of those have exceptionally good defenses. It's the weakness of that supply chain that worries us.
It's one thing trying to steal blueprints, steal technology. It's another thing to use that hacking ability to undermine a power grid or a telecommunications network, to do something like that that could grind a big chunk of this country to a halt. Is there any evidence the Chinese, for that matter the Russians, want to do that?
Absolutely. We've seen it's now and forevermore part of military planning, and we saw that in Estonia, where the Russians went in because they took a statue of a Soviet soldier down from a square. They did a very vicious and effective cyber attack. They prepped the battlefield, if you will, before they went into South Ossetia in Georgia with a cyber attack before they sent their takes in. You know that now this is part of nation-state military planning. They will launch an aggressive cyber attack when we're in conflict. Now, what should worry people is, yes, Chinese have the capability, yes, the Russians have the capability, but now who is creeping up are Iran, South Korea. They're still a little ways behind.
South Korea, an ally?
Excuse me, North Korea.
North Korea.
Apologize.
Yeah.
Thanks for the correction.
Right. I'm saying to myself, South Korea.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Well, we hope they have a defensive capability anyway. So what you've seen
So what you're
now,
saying is that Iran and North Korea have what?
Well, they're gaining in their capability, and they're not rational actors. China isn't going to necessarily shut down our electric grid unless we're in conflict. You can't say that about Iran or North Korea. What's happening is that you've seen that the Iranians are here on our shores. They have been probing our financial institutions. We know that they have been probing certain electric grids and whatnot. That's a real problem for us because, again, there's a cyber war going on now. Most Americans aren't aware of it. and it's not one that we're well prepared to handle from the private sector.